Hello and welcome back to Excelsior Academy. So in this session, we will be doing again the numericals based on the DNA structure. So our first question is, a eukaryotic gene of 1000 base pairs containing several introns encodes a protein of 11 kilodalton. Assuming that the average molecular weight of one amino acid is 110 dalton, the total length of all the introns of the gene is dash. So how we are going to do this, Pallavi? So what is given is 1000 base pairs. The protein size is 11 kilodalton. Average amino acid weight is 110 dalton. Now they're asking what is the length of the introns. So how you're going to do this thing? What will be the first step? Yes.
11 kilodalton by 110 daltons.
Okay. So what you're going to get? Total number of amino acids you will get, right? So that is 11 kilodalton
1100, yes,
by 110
by
dalton.
110.
So we are gonna get
Okay.
100 amino acids. Okay.
Yes,
Now, what is the next step? So they're talking about the base pairs, right?
base pairs.
Huh.
Yes,
So it means what? 100 amino acid means how many nucleotides are there?
3 into 100, 300.
Correct. So, so the total amino acids nucleotide will be 100 into 3, that is 300, right? So 300 is there, that is the mRNA going to code, right? We can say like that also, not mRNA, sorry. The gene is having 300 nucleotides, out of which 3 codons will be there for your stop also, stop codon. Do you agree?
Yes,
So total it becomes 303. Now, out of 1000 base pair, the protein is being coded by 303 base pairs. So rest, how much is remaining? So the answer is 1000 minus 303, which will give you, so 1000 minus 303 will give you 697. So this is the length of
697.
introns of the gene. Is it clear? Ranjan, you joined late. Is it clear to you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll just repeat once again. So the question is saying that you have got the 1000 base pairs are there, okay? 1000 base pairs is there, and they're saying that the protein is encoded, is having the molecular weight of 11 kilodalton, where average amino acid weight we know is 110. So now they're asking what will be the length of the introns of the gene. So what we can do is, out of 1000 base pair, about the protein it has been given. So what we can do, first calculate the number of nucleotide base pairs coding protein that will be subtracted, so that the rest what we get is introns. So how we are going to get? So protein molecular weight is given, average molecular weight we know. So we'll get number of amino acids present in 11 kilodalton protein will be 11 into 1000 dalton by 110 dalton. Okay. So cancel, cancel. What you're going to get? 100 amino acids are there. 100 amino acid means how many nucleotide base pairs are there? Into 3, right? So that is 300. Now we also know that whenever a gene is coding for a protein, this plus 3 will be the stop codon. So total base pairs coding for a protein having 11 kilodalton molecular weight will be 303. Now the remaining is going to be the introns of the gene. So 1000 minus 303 will give you 697. So option third. Now it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's move on to the next question. If a DNA has 8 turns, and has 40% of adenine, then find the number of hydrogen bonds in this fragment. So I'll give you the hint. First do for 1 turn and then later you can get it for 8 turns, right? So how are you going to do?
1 turn, 10 base pairs, 8 turns.
Yes, you can go like that also. So that's why I said first let's calculate for the first 1 turn. Okay, so 8 turns we'll do later. So 1 turn means you have got the 10 base pairs. Okay, now it is given that 40% of adenine is there. So 40% adenine, then 40% becomes what? Your thymine. Correct. What about GC? So remaining, this is 80, so remaining 20%. So your 10% is going to be guanine and 10% is going to be your cytosine. Correct? Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now next step is what? So in 1 turn, 10 base pairs are there. So total 18, so total A and T is how much now? It is around 80%. And GC we have got 20%. Correct? Now what is 80% of 10 base pair? 10 into 80%. We are getting 8. Similarly, 20% of GC of 10 base pair is 2, right? Now what we can do, we know that 80 means it makes 2 hydrogen bonds and GC makes 3 hydrogen bonds, correct? Here also bonds. So 8, 80, 2 GC are there. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to multiply with the number of hydrogen bonds they make. So 8 into 2 is 16, 2 into 3 is 6. So total how much I'm getting? 22, right?
32.
22.
Yes, ma'am. 22. Yes, 22.
22 you will get. Now this is 22 base pair, sorry, 22 hydrogen bonds is for 1 turn, right? They're asking for 8 turns. So next step is what? Multiply by 22. So 8 into 22, how much you're going to get?
176.
So your answer is 176. Is it clear to both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So these are very simple actually. It's just that you should know how to start, solving the question. Now this I'm expecting you people to give me the answer. So the question is, if the GC content of a DNA molecule is 60%, what are the percentage of the 4 bases GC, TA? So what will be the answer?
60-40. GC will be 60. 80 will be 40.
GC is given 60. Okay, 80 is 40. Now among the option, what is the correct option?
D.
Option.
Ranjan?
No. Option D.
D. Okay, this Pallavi said. What about Ranjan?
No, ma'am. I said D.
ma'am.
I said D.
B for Bombay?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ranjan, what about
30,
you?
30, 20, 20.
Ranjan, what's your option?
B, ma'am. B.
B. So both of you are correct. So 60 means 30 each, 40 means 20 each. So answer is B. Very good. So here no need to explain anything. Next, given the sequence 5-AGTTACCTGA3-, what would be the sequence of the complementary DNA strand? Yes, very simple. These questions are really very simple. So what is the answer? Complementary strand. So if it is given A, G, T, T, A, C, C, T, G, A. So what is the complementary strand you are going to get?
TCAA.
Correct.
TGGA. C.
G, G, A, C, T. Right? So this is how you're gonna get, but in the option it will be written as phi dash T C A G G T A C T 3 dash. Okay. So in the option it will be given like this. So you need to write and then just take the reverse. Okay. So that's how you get the complementary strand. Now, if the percentage of uracil in a double-stranded RNA is 30%, the percentage of cytosine will be how much then? So they are talking about double-stranded RNA. U is given as 30%. So what is C they are asking? Yes. So
40.
no. So when U base pairs with A in case of double-stranded RNA, so 30 means
Yes.
addition is also going to be 30. So C and G is there. So 40 means
G.
it will be 20 and 20,
20, 20.
not 40. Okay.
Both I said 40, ma'am.
No, the question is about cytosine, so you have to say only about the cytosine. Okay, so simple it was.
Okay, ma'am.
Next, what will be the molecular weight of a poly A chain consisting of 100 residues where the molecular weight of AMP is 300? This is also a very similar question I have taken previously. So poly A chain they are talking about. So you know what is poly A chain, right? In an mRNA, you have got the 5' CGMP cap over here and poly A tail over here, right? So they're saying that this poly A tail is around 100 residues are there. And molecular weight of one adenine monophosphate is 300. So total molecular weight they are asking. Yes. So how? So what you are going to do the next? This we have done before also in the questions of proteins. It's a similar way we have to solve this also. Yes, Ranjan, what we should do?
I'm 100 into 300 by
Very good.
110.
By 110? No. Only this much was correct. So the total molecular weight is going to be 100 residues where each adenine monophosphate is 300. So total it will be this much, right? Now, what you need to remember over here is every time whenever a phosphodiester bond is formed, a water molecule is removed, just like as in the case of peptide bond formation. Correct? So, remember condensation process. I guess you're forgetting peptide
Yes,
bond
ma'am.
formation
Yes.
also. Water
No,
molecule
ma'am.
removes,
Yes, yes.
and in case of your nucleotide formation also, whenever a 5' OH and 3' OH by a phosphate group is attached, a water molecule is being removed. Okay. So similarly, when you have around 100 residues are there, so how many water molecules have been removed? At the end, 99 molecules.
99.
Just like your protein case, okay, peptide bond case. So 99 water molecules have been removed. So what is the molecular weight? How much you're going to get? Do the calculation. 99 into 18 is how much?
One 1584.
1584. No, dear. So we have 30,000 and 99 into 18. One 782. Okay.
1782.
So 1872, when you reduce, you are going to get Okay, so what is the option then? Answer is C. So 28218 is the molecular weight of 100 residues poly A chain. Now it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how it was very simple. The only thing is, instead of asking about the peptide bonds, they were just talking about the nucleotide formation. Okay, so don't get confused like this. So here again, so this was also simple. Okay, yeah. So that's all for today. Thank you. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.